This won't come out. There's a blockage. I'm unblocking. It's as if everything inside of me wants to go into my world and, make me feel better via buying this, or via moving my furniture around, or changing the setting or atmosphere in my house, or getting a different job, or, there's something inside of me, or eating more food, or something inside of me just keeps going outside of me, trying to fix how inside of me feels. And it's not working. It's never going to work that way. It doesn't work now. It didn't work yesterday. It's not going to work tomorrow. It's always internal, and it takes me until I am in excruciating internal pain or confusion or just unequivocally suffering internally. Does that translate how I want it to? I don't know, but we can't eat more, or eat this, or move that, or quit that and get that, and fix them and make them go away to make us feel better. Like, nothing outside of us is ever going to make us feel different. Like, sure, yes, things can make us happy and things can make us sad, and death is hard, and birth is beautiful, and yes, okay, those things. There are things that we feel from the outside world, but buying ourselves more shit is not going to make us feel better when we don't feel good. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel good. I really don't feel good. And I've been like, oh no, I'm coasting along. I'm fine. Like, things are picking up. I have all these reasons to feel good. I have all these reasons to be grateful, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not letting myself acknowledge the fact that I don't feel good. Or maybe I'm just realizing it now. I don't really know. I don't really know. But it's been brought to my attention that I am trying so hard to change the world outside of me so that I can feel better. To control and manipulate and mold and twist and turn. And not literal manipulation. I mean, like, when you're making clay, you mold it and you manipulate it how you want it to be. And that's what I'm trying to do so that I feel better. And I don't feel better. It's not working that way. And now that I've finally taken myself into the space where I need to sit down with myself and just get fucking real, it all clicks. It all gets brought into my attention. Look at all these little things that you're doing that aren't really like loud patterns, right? These patterns aren't me scrolling online for 6 hours, or like they're not loud. They're very subtle. There's just these subtle little things that I'm doing, like eating a brownie before bed, refusing to brush my teeth because I'm feeling rebellious. Not that I do that consistently, because ew, gross, but, like, there will be an odd night where I'm just like, no, I'm not getting up to go brush my teeth. I'm already, like, laying in bed reading my book, and I argue that I'm too tired. And I argue that I'm too tired for all of it. No, I'm too tired. I just want to sit on the couch, eat my face off, smoke weed. No, I'm too tired. I don't have the capacity for that. No, I'm too tired. And I'm genuinely, my soul feels fucking tired, you guys. And I know that a lot of us are experiencing this right now. Like, we are exhausted on a soul level, on a motherfucking soul level. Pardon my French, but I'm not sorry today, because how long does it take for us to get real with ourselves? Take a fucking seat and listen to what is really going on. And why even these very subtle things that are seemingly insignificant, if they're so insignificant, why must we do them? Why must we blow money on bullshit that's not serving us? Why must we continue to convince ourselves that rewarding ourselves is eating shitty food for our body, being unhealthy, letting ourselves go, not doing things that are good for us? You know what I mean? Like, I reward myself with things that make me suffer long term, in the long run. You know what I mean? Not that we always need to be worrying about what is best for us and what's most beneficial, because we live in a polluted world of information, and it's hard to know what is and isn't good for you. But I think we know internally. Sometimes my soul, my being is like, yes, let's have cake. I love cake. I don't know why. Cake, I think, is one of the things my soul came here to experience, was cake. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna overeat cake. I mean, I do sometimes, and then I don't do it again. So there's a place, time and place for these things, but that's beyond the point. You guys and gals and aliens and creatures and beings and masters and students, whatever you identify as. What are we doing? What are we doing? I have no fucking clue. I have no clue what I'm doing. And I think that's my problem, is I act like I know what I'm doing. And that gets me all fucked up, you know? Whereas, if I just come take a seat and go, I don't know what I'm doing. God, Spirit, lead the mother effing way, please. Kindly. I say that with kindness, not aggression. I'm just feeling like, really, this is a big deal, and so I'm cutting through with my swear words. Lead the way, lead the way, lead the way. When do we finally throw our hands up in the air and go, lead the way? Something that is smarter, that has greater capacity and ability to align things in life that we need to align, more than our forcing and pushing and prying and, ever could. There's something poking me in the arm. I'm sorry for this angle. It's not a very... This was originally just for me, but now it's for us, in case I want to share. Fuck. What the fuck? What are we doing? If we're acting along the way going, I know what I'm doing, we're not receptive to what wants to come in. We're not open. We're not in receiving mode, or in the mode where life can help us and do some of the chores we have for us, Life wants to help us. The universe, life force, God, angels, spirit guides. We have a whole spirit team. I truly believe each of us have an individual spirit team just waiting for us to be like, okay, come help me, please. come on in. I am requesting your support now. And then they do. And then it shows up and then the clarity comes. But when we're going around and we're trying to fix every little, we're tightening screws and dusting light bulbs and just trying to feel better, just trying to figure it out, just trying to fix it. When we're really not trying to fix the house, we're not trying to fix there's nothing wrong. I mean, sometimes there is, but I'm not talking about when there's legitimately something physically wrong. I'm talking about when you feel that there is something wrong, or you feel unsettled internally, but for some reason you just can't sit down, you just can't relax, you just can't let yourself chill the fuck out. So you're fixing shit and you're moving stuff and you're running around and you're distracting by trying to make it better. And then it never gets better, and days later you're like, well, I don't know why I'm unsatisfied still. I've done all this work. Look at everything I've done. I worked 7 days this week. Doubles every day. And then I fixed the table. And I watched a movie. And I read a book. And you know what I mean? And the list goes on. But do you feel better? No. You feel more burnt out than you even started. You feel more angry that you're so unsatisfied with all the work that you've put in, despite how hard you've worked. You just have this aching feeling internally. Begging. And you're like, what more could you possibly need? I've given you everything. And then you realize that everything you've been trying to feed this little emptiness inside. It doesn't want food. It doesn't want the outside world to be perfect. Or for you to have those shoes, or for people to behave a certain way. It just wants you to just sit down with that feeling, with that little emptiness, with that little ache in your chest or your belly or wherever it is. It just wants you to sit down and be present. Be present with this discomfort. Be present with the pain. Often it's incredibly excruciating too. Excruciating pain. It's as if we've interpreted it as torture, yet it's very peaceful. And not peaceful in the sense of, but if this is how we experience our greatest blockages, our greatest pains and sufferings, is just right here, as I am in this moment, painfully experiencing my pain. I don't know anything else that is met with as much grace as our duty to and responsibility to simply just sit here with it. It's as if the greatest task we're put here to do is to be with it. Whatever that it is, be with it. Is it suffering? Is it grief? Is it Sadness? Is it exhaustion? Is it your inner child crying? Is it your real child crying? Just be with it. I don't know how much more simple that can get. It sounds overly simplistic, and my mind wants to make it harder and more technical. And we just sit with it, and then it goes away. It becomes satisfied. It feels fed. And then we no longer need to act and move and do life from a place of figuring it out or fixing it or perfecting it or who knew? Who knew that all we're here to do is sit with it? Right here. Just sitting. Intentionally inviting in space. Just space where you can safely be with wherever you are. Meeting yourself fully in this moment with whatever your body feels, with whatever your brain is saying, with whatever emotions are lying in your heart space, with whatever fears feel present, with whatever restriction or resistance that may be relevant. Just in this moment. That's all we gotta do. Arrive here. 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 Checking in to our body, checking in to our heart. What do you need? What do you feel? How can I love you more? Watching things become unblocked. It's funny that my throat is doing this thing because a lot of what's been blocked for me recently is throat and voice, which is also connected to the heart space. How can I love you more? I hope this finds who it needs to. I love you. Have a blessed rest of your day.